Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Runs over it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to pound that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown.
Deontay Johnson,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
The Ravens are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
Throw right side, taken in by Swan.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they go. Swan. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swan. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 1st down, Swan. And room there to work it inside the 25.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's brought down at the 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Swan. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
At the 9-yard line. A 7-yard.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and a couple. Now Pickett.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Now Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again is Jackson. He'll complete this one to Swan. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Jackson, he's got a man, it's his fullback. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Pickett on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now Pickett on fourth down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Swan. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett out to his left. he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will put them on top here in the third. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, it's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And Chris Barnes there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's Pickett. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They get this out quickly to the left side. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
Here comes 2nd down.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Jackson.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Pickett.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Pickett. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. We talk about making winning plays. That is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.